McCaffery. McCaffery right up the middle. And he is gone for the touchdown.
Okay, so before I get into the topic of this video, I want to preface everything with I am not going to say anything negative about Christian McCaffery. When he is healthy, he is arguably the best running back in the league. And if you don't think he's the best, you can't deny that he's top 5 when healthy. The guy's talent is undeniable. His production when he's on the field is undeniable. So I have nothing bad to say about Christian McCaffery. Even with his recent injuries and everything like that, nothing bad to say about the guy. He seems like a really nice guy. Seems like a really humble kind of professional. And he just goes about his business. And it's been unfortunate that he's been hurt the past couple of seasons. Nothing bad to say about him. But when the Panthers decided to cut Cam in 2020, they officially entered into rebuilding mode. But that very same offseason, they signed Christian McCaffery to the biggest contract a running back has ever gotten, which was just dumb. It was a dumb decision because on a rebuilding team, which the Panthers were after they cut Cam, that is a rebuilding team, an expensive running back makes 0 sense. Now, I'm not saying he didn't deserve the money. He absolutely did. The guy is a superstar when he's healthy. He just should have gotten that money from some other team, not the Panthers. They should have traded him, got some draft assets or maybe some younger players on cheaper contracts to build with going forward. But it made no sense to re-sign Christian McCaffery to a huge deal. It was just dumb. Because through no fault of his own, a running back just doesn't affect winning as much as they used to, especially on a team that is going into rebuilding mode. Because if you sign him to a 5-year extension, which I believe that's what his contract was, if his extension is 5 years, when the Panthers go into rebuilding mode, it was going to be 3 or 4 years before they were in contention again for the playoffs. And we've seen that bear out. I think he signed that contract, I want to say, in 2020. We are now going into the 2022 season. It's been 2 seasons since then. The Panthers have not been in contention. By the time we expect them to be a contending team, Christian McCaffrey is going to be like, that contract is going to be over. And he might be on the downside of his career just because running backs age so quickly. They take so much beating. And we've already seen that he's had trouble staying healthy. They should have traded him to a team that could use him, a contending team where maybe he could have been a missing piece. Like I can imagine how great McCaffrey would have been on a team like the Chiefs or maybe a team like the Bucks the past couple of years. They could have killed with Christian McCaffrey. You can imagine what McCaffrey can do with Tom Brady at quarterback or some other team like the Packers. You know, some team that they have an established quarterback, they have a good offensive system, and he could just fit in as a major piece. But with the Panthers on their rebuilding team, the guy doesn't make a lot of sense. And I'm not saying that to disparage him as a player. I like watching him. Like I said, the guy's production, undeniable. He is an amazing talent, maybe the best running back in the league. He's really fun to watch. I am happy to say I was wrong about McCaffrey coming out of the draft. I didn't think he'd be that impactful of a player. I thought he was more of a scat back, and I thought they wasted a first-round pick on a scat back. But no, I was very much wrong. The guy produces. He is an every down back when healthy. That's a big stipulation, but when healthy, the guy can be on the field. He can do everything. He can run inside the tackles, outside the tackles. He runs flawless routes. He has great hands. He's just all around amazing player. But he doesn't do a lot of good for a rebuilding team. That's just a sad fact of what his position is. And they should have traded him when his value was really high. Because in the 2020 offseason, his value was super high. Obviously, because he got that contract, the highest paid contract for a running back ever. So they should have traded him then. They could have got maybe a first round pick for him. Maybe a couple second round picks. Maybe a first and a second or a first and a third. Whatever they could have got for him, they should have traded him then. Because those draft assets are more important for a rebuilding team than McCaffrey was at that time. That's nothing bad to say about the guy, but the Panthers should have traded him. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, go hit that thumbs up. I am a huge Lakers fan as well as a huge Carolina Panthers fan. So that is what the bulk of my videos will be about. If you are a fan of either franchise, please consider hitting that subscribe button and stay tuned for further content. And I'll see you guys in the next one.